All right, so we just talked through all those interior angle sums. So let's apply this. What does this look like in the real world? We've got Jenna. Jenna is building a corner cabinet to fit in a rectangular room. If she builds it with the angles shown, how can she determine whether the cabinet will fit? So let's go ahead and draw this shape of her cabinet just so we have a better view of what we're looking at. It's got 5 sides, so we have a pentagon. And I'm sure I'm not going to draw it super accurately, but we get the idea. And we can go ahead and label, let's see, this is 90, 135, 135. These are the angle measures. 90, here's the one we don't know. That's X. So in the picture of the cabinet, we can see that the cabinet door is in front. So this is where the cabinet door is. So this corner right here needs to fit into the corner of the rectangular room. They did even tell us the room was rectangular. So in order for this to fit into the rectangular room, that means that this angle must be 90 degrees to fit in the corner. So the question is X equal to 90? That's what we don't know. So how can we figure this out? Well, we've got a pentagon, right? So what do we know about pentagons? Pentagons have 5 sides. We've got all of our angle measures except for one angle. So why don't we find the total sum of the interior angles of a pentagon? We just learned that formula in our last video. N equals 5 for a pentagon. So our formula is 180 times n minus 2. And I'm just going to plug in, we know that n is 5. And 5 minus 2 is 3. So 180 times 3, we're looking at 540 degrees. So these angles will add up to 540 degrees. So the question is, what is angle X? So let's find angle X by taking the total 540 and let's subtract out all the angles we do know. The 90 plus the 135 plus the 135 plus the other 90. When we do that math, we are left, basically this is what X will equal, right? This angle, X, is equal to the total 540 minus the 4 that we know. When you do that math, you do get 90 degrees for our angle X. So because X is 90, yes, the cabinet will fit. All right. Totally separate follow-up question. Well, I guess I wouldn't call it a follow-up because it is a totally separate question, but just using these same ideas, to extend our thinking, we want to find the number of sides. That means to find n, we don't know, in a convex polygon that has an interior angle sum of 2,880. So that means that the sum of the interior angles is 2,880. They're giving us the total. Well, we have a formula for the sum of the interior angles. Sum of the interior angles is equal to 180 times n minus 2. We know this value, so let's plug in 2,880 for the sum of your interior angles equals 180 times, we don't know n, so we're going to leave that as n, and now let's solve. Because this 180 is being multiplied by this binomial n minus 2, we can just go ahead and divide by 180 first right away. It'll save us a couple steps. 180 will divide by 180. That leaves us with 16 is equal to, we just carry down the n minus 2. Then look at that. All we have to do is add 2 to both sides. So n equals 18. The question was find the number of sides. So we just figured out that this polygon has 18 sides.